Hi, and thanks for coming to my channel. My name is Rick Perry. I have a website at rickcperry.com where I do a lot of DIY stuff. And today we got a little project. I'm sick, so I'm home from work and I'm bored out of my mind, so I started working on stuff. I've already replaced my graphics card, the CPU, heatsink, my case fan. So the next thing on the list is a friend of mine, Jamie. He owns this Firepod and it stopped working on him. So I'm going to do a fix that I found on the forums, and I highly suggest you join the forums because these guys have some great knowledge. So I didn't come up with this, but it works. I've already done it. So I put it all back together so I can show you what I did. So we've got our plug plugged into the back here. So we flip the switch. You got no power. So I got my new little meter here. Got this from Cornwell Tools. Bob, I know you're watching. I love this thing. So this actually goes in here, I believe. Put this in here, and there's our voltage. It's 15 volts loaded, so that is correct. So the power supply is fine. I own 3 of these, so I plugged my power supply in on one of them and it didn't come on. So I'm going to show you the trick. What the trick is if you have some spare computer parts laying around, what you need to fix this is a hard drive jumper. You'll get these when you get hard drives, and that's all you need to fix this. So we'll leave that out. And the tools you're going to need is some needle nose, a large screwdriver, small screwdriver, and a Phillips screwdriver. And that's all you need to fix this. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the power switch out, add the jumper to where the power switch is, which I've lost the jumper now, but it's there it is. You're going to add this jumper because what happens is the connector inside the power switch has gone bad. You can send off for a new one if you want to, but this is a quick temporary fix that works. Matter of fact, it works so well, I've got more jumpers. I'm going to install these on all of my Firepods so that I don't have an issue, so I don't have to do this while out in the field recording. Okay, so let me put this camera in the tripod and get everything set up, and we'll do this little switcheroo. Okay, so I'm back, and what I want to try to do is try to let you see how I'm going to do this. To get this side piece off, you got 2 screws that you're going to take out, and they're one on the top, one on the bottom. And I should have already had them out, but I want you to see this fix from start to finish. It's really fairly quick. And now that I know this, I'm probably going to keep some of these jumpers in my tech box. So that comes right off. And then on the inside here, which you can't see very well, there's all the pieces inside there. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my small screwdriver and get right under the edge of this switch, pry it up. Well, I actually didn't need the big one. And then I'm going to use my needle nose to get in here and unplug the switch. Sorry about the lighting. Now, there's a fuse right here. You might be able to see it a little better. Right there's a fuse. I've already taken it out and tested it, but you can pop this fuse out and test it. If the fuse is blown, don't worry about putting another fuse in it. You've got a problem inside the circuits, and putting a new fuse in is just going to pop the fuse again. So since the fuse is blown, what the issue is, see how burnt looking this plug is? Usually when you see discoloration like that, that's because of a bad connection. In automotives, it's the same way. Whenever these get loose, and the problem is when you take this apart and look, this switch is just nailed up against. It looks like that on the circuit board. So it's meant to fail. These wires should have come out a little differently because, like I said, it's jammed up like this inside the circuit board when it's all put together. So a hard drive jumper is exactly the same. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your needle nose pliers like this, and go in sideways and just push it right on. And I'm going to see if I can get the camera positioned so that you can watch this happen. Let me move the camera around and see. Alright, you might be able to see that, and this is the way that I did it. I actually came in this way. Once I stick my hand in there, it's kind of a shadow, but you can see the pins right there. See the two pins? So that's where we want to put our hard drive jumper. Okay, see if you can see that. See the little jumper in place? And that's all it takes. So now, with the cover off, I'll show you this. I'll get the power cable, plug it in. See the phantom power lights on? See the sync light? And that's all it takes. So now the only drawback is you don't have a power switch on the back. And what I was going to do is just cut the wires off, plug the switch back in so you can't reach in and touch anything. And usually I have, on my Firepods that I have mounted for recording, I have a master switch, the big Furman power conditioner, and that's what I use to turn it off and on anyway. So it doesn't matter that I'm eliminating the switch. So you can take this, take these wires off and just plug the switch back in place as a blank. Like so. So now you've just repaired your Firepod. So I hope this helps. If you have friends that have Firepods, then you may want to send this video to them, share it to them, and just tell them, hey, you know, a preventive maintenance, you might want to do this to your Firepod. I don't know if there's a source that you can get just the hard drive jumpers by themselves. But any computer shop you can just about go into and just ask them if they've got some. And if you can imagine how much you're going to save having to send this off, have it repaired, and shipping back and forth, if they charge you $1 to $5 a piece for the jumpers, then that's worth it just by itself. So replace your two screws like so. Now this is ready to go back in the rack. Alright, if you would, if you like this video, go right down here into the corner and click the subscribe button. Go over to this side and give me a thumbs up, and share this video on you know, social sites. Share it on any of the forums where you got guys that are recording and that use the Presonus Firepod. It'll work on the Firepod or the FP10, either one. Okay, thanks for watching.